one thing that wanted to affect their marriage, they realized that they didn't care for each other. They were not looking for one another. They became very selfish. One of the things that are bringing divorces in homes that have potential to have a happy home is selfishness. The man becomes very selfish, the woman becomes very selfish. And it's a union. And if all of you are selfish, then who is there for one another? And it's a cycle. So they realized that he was not looking up for her, she was not looking up for him. And it started causing a lot of problems for them in their marriage. So how do they solve it? They decided to come together and start to look for each other. So he looked out for her, she looked out for him. So she doesn't even need to care for, she just needs to spouse out her needs. And he will do it for her without her even knowing. And he just have to spell out his needs. She will do it for him. It's beautiful to know that you have someone to depend on. In fact, that's the reason for even marriage. When you are in marriage and you still don't feel like somebody's looking out for you, nobody really cares for you, then you are not in a marriage, you are not in a union. And trust me, it's just a matter of time. For how long can you keep on feeling that empty? You will leave. When you find a false person who makes you feel like you are okay, you are likely to move away and go to that person. So they started to look out for each other. And what helps them was that because financially they were able to manage their finance. So there was a time the woman saw a phone she loves, but she didn't want to use her own money to buy. So he didn't mind her. On her birthday, he went out and bought that phone and came and gave it to her and surprised her. There was a time he also saw a very nice watch he wanted, but he didn't want to use his money to buy. To his birthday, he was there. The woman went and bought that watch and surprised him. They started looking out for each other. Like there are times he got up, he needs something before he realized the woman found it for him. He just have to communicate about it without knowing she will get it for him. And there's a story about looking out for each other. The woman has a hair, but she doesn't have a comb. And she told the man, please, I need money to buy a comb to comb my hair. And the man also has a watch. The watch is not working, but he wants to fix it. So he told her that, look, I don't have money. In fact, I have a watch that is not working. Even if I have money, I would have wished to be able to fix it. So now they all went to their individual places. So the man went to the market, sold his watch, and bought a comb for the wife without telling her. The wife also went and combed her hair, sold the hair, and bought a watch for the man, looking out for one another. So they came together. The man saw that she wasn't having a hair. He said, wife, what is it? Where is your hair? So she gave him the watch. I sold my hair to buy a watch for you. Yesterday you told me you weren't having a watch. And she also asked him, where is your old watch? He said, I also sold it and bought a comb for you. They were shocked. Like when you are in a marriage and you know your spouse cares for you just as you care for the person, you can go extra for that person. But when you are in a relationship and you feel like it's you who care for that person, the person really doesn't care for you, I'm sorry, that marriage will never work. That relationship will never work. Because who wants to suffer for somebody who is very selfish? So if you want to maintain your marriage, you must start to look out for each other. There are times the man has to communicate. Sometimes he doesn't even need to communicate. The woman must quickly do it. There are times the woman has to communicate. Sometimes she doesn't need to communicate. You have to do that. Once you people don't look out for each other, I'm sorry, you won't have a happy marriage. You won't even have a marriage. It's very, very important. And sometimes you'll be surprised somebody outside the marriage is rather looking out for the partner. We all move towards people who look out for me, for us. So if you want your spouse to look out for you, look out for your partner. Now, the seventh thing